What's going on, man? It's chopping it up with two time, man. Here to bring you a little college football love, man. Man, this shit crazy. Look, Florida State, the way that y'all lost. First of all, what are y'all doing even playing with Jacksonville State like that? Like, why is that shit even a close game? Like, I don't give a damn how bad y'all are to the other teams. Like, what the fuck? You feel me? Type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ridiculous, man. Like, look, last second, the man, the man goes up top, catches it. You motherfuckers out here tackling horrible. Like, if Florida State that trash, like, them niggas is trash. Don't get it wrong, but I thought they was trash, like, no competition with other teams trash, like the main teams, like the Bamas and shit like that. And we gonna beat like the little, you know what I mean? Like, the smaller colleges. Oh, you niggas is weak. You niggas is weak. Nigga, like, and I know a couple Florida State fans too, and them niggas been really quiet though, type shit though, right? Them niggas been real quiet. I'm about to tap in with them, see how they living. Cause I don't know what the fuck going on with that shit. Like nigga, what's the next one? We got Oregon and Ohio State. I'm impressed though. I'm impressed with that Oregon performance. I ain't even gonna lie. Like they pound that ball. What's his name? Verdell, CJ. He was running that ball, man. Like they took it to him from start to finish, and they was missing Thibodeau, and then the other pass rusher got hurt. That was taking his place. Like they did that without their star player, without major pressure. It was a collective. You know what I'm saying? Collective job done, man. Like I'm impressed though with that Oregon win. Like I know Ohio State ain't the same, but I was still impressed though. I was still impressed to win, man. Like you know, any answer they had an answer to everything that Ohio State did. And from start to finish, man, they came with that same intensity, man, and they closed the deal, man. Like I had to give them props. Now, look, in order for them to even be getting any consideration for the playoffs, they got to go undefeated. They got to go undefeated. They can't have no blunders. If I'm not mistaken, like they schedule you for maybe Utah. Or, I'm not too sure if they got another team like that. Probably not. But playing Ohio State and beat them, that was perfect for these times. Like if they went out, you probably got to consider them just off that win alone. Because this season feel different. It feel like everybody got a shot to kind of like, well, at least the top two, the bottom two spots. Like I feel like the top two spots, man, that's Oklahoma and Bama. Like them the two best teams. Like from top to bottom, like coaching wise, player wise, them the two best teams. No debate. Uh, so pretty much the bottom two spots of the playoffs, man, it's wide open, man. And if Oregon closes out the season, man, with undefeated, it'd be hard to deny in one of them spots, man. Like that was a good win. Auburn, they handled their business with Bama State. Florida, they handled their business with South Florida. Virginia Tech, MTSU, Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Notre Dame, I ain't never Notre Dame trash as fuck. Like they've been getting by 2 straight weeks. You feel me on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what dude had to get his finger popped up back in place. You feel me? He throw a game winner though, but Toledo though, you talking about that you big time material. You feel me? And you struggling with Toledo? Like Toledo scored what 29 points? The fuck is that, bro? Like that shit. And the cool thing about it is you were down though. You were supposed to lose that game. And I believe you're supposed to lose week 1 too. Like Notre Dame's always been asked. Like I don't even know why that they keep voting them in the playoffs. Like every time they get in the playoffs, man, these motherfuckers get spanked. Like they ain't got no business being in the playoffs, man. Like they have. Come on, man. Like who the fuck do they play? Honestly, who do they play? Who do they play to even be considered? They sit over there, you feel me, and play their little weak ass schedule, and then all of a sudden they want to cry, you feel me, and try to sit over there and cry. I feel like they be crying their way up and try to get up in the little top 4 spots, man. Like, bro, they not official, bro. Like, they always been weak to me, even in their playoff season. Like they ain't been solid since Manti Te'o was lying about pussy. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like they had a few dogs on that team, but they still was no match for Bama, you feel me? But at least you could make the case for that. That's when they had Zach Martin and all them. Like they had a pretty solid team. But yeah, ever since then, man, they ain't been handling stuff. Like, nah, man. Like Texas A&M, they barely beating Colorado. Like, what's cracking with that? You feel me? Like, come on, you supposed to be a top 5 ranked too? Like, come on, bro. I ain't watched that game though, but I know you SEC, you should be come on, you out here trying to get a playoff bid. That shouldn't happen. And y'all crying about Oklahoma and Texas pulling up to the SEC, like nigga, like first of all, I feel like Texas, when they come to the SEC, they're gonna automatically get them recruits, them Texas A&M recruits too. Cause like, you know, even when they left the Big 12, like you always somebody little homie. Like in the SEC, you somebody little homie. You Bama little homie. When you was in the 12, you was Oklahoma's little homie. You was Texas little homie. You gonna always be Texas little homie. Even though Texas trash as fuck, you gonna always be a little homie. Like, come on, man. Like, I feel like y'all motherfuckers ain't been relevant since Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all niggas weak as fuck. Bama did they shit. They did they supposed to. Now that Iowa State game, Iowa came to play. They like that. That was impressive performance because you know, even though Iowa State, their quarterback wasn't Purdy, he trash, but you know they play a good brand of solid football though, and they took it to Iowa State. Iowa looked good from that performance. They looked pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They can make some noise if they win out. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of this season play out with them. Clemson did they Dougie, Arkansas, and Texas, bro. Why the fuck you pulling up to the SEC again, bro? You lost to Arkansas, 21-40, and you trying to pull up with OU? Stay your ass in the Big 12, bro. Like, you motherfuckers is not built for it tough, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all motherfuckers ain't built for that shit. Y'all damn near like LSU right now. Like, LSU fucking suck. But y'all the LSU, you feel me, of the SEC in the Big 12. Oklahoma did their thing. They played mad on that one shit, you feel me, out there playing down to their competition, you know what I'm saying? Well, Oklahoma, though, they always have a game where they be bullshitting, right? But the team makeups that they had in the past, they couldn't withstand it. But this year, with their bullshit game, which I feel like they just got it out the way, they was able to pull that off. I feel like Oklahoma gonna sit over there and sweep through it, you feel me, and go undefeated, you feel me? It should be Bama and OU top 2 spots. We should be seeing. We should be seeing Bama. Yes, well, I said we because I'm an Oklahoma fan, but I'm gonna speak. You couldn't tell me. You can't tell me. You could sit over there trying to make an argument with Bama, but you can't name me another team that's fucking with Oklahoma. You can't. You can't. From top to bottom, you can't tell me. Like niggas got dogs. Niggas got dogs on that D line. Come on, bro. Mm-mm. It's Bama and OU. Like I said, is a class of college football this year. That's just what it is, and they gonna prove it once again. Now Bama with the freshman, he talented, but they is gonna be going through freshman mistakes though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they'll be able to withstand that shit in the season. Let's see how you respond in the playoffs because they should be in the playoffs, barring any injuries, major injuries, or you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. I mean, everything else kind of played out. BYU, Utah thought they was gonna do shit. Nah, Oregon won in the Pac-12, bro. Oregon run the Pac-12. Uh, Cal, TCU. Look. I like looking at Cal play. Cal, kind of solid to me, but they just not finishing games though. You know, they're just not finishing games. You know what I mean? They was finishing games. They should have beat TCU if they would have finished that. But you know, they choked. They choked the first 2 weeks. You know, unfortunately. Yeah, that shit rap city for them, man. Yeah, shit. Stanford and USC. Nah, I thought USC was gonna pull that out, bro. And it just got an alert talking about they fired their coach. Good. They've been underachiever for I don't know how long, bro. They is not official, bro. USC. I don't know what the fuck going on with them, but nah, man. It's not gonna cut it. Uh, yeah, man. Like if I had to go off something for the top of my dome, I told you who the first 2 spots. But I think Oregon could slide up in there for one of them spots. Oh, before I go in on that Coastal Carolina shit. Motherfuckers celebrating shit like they beat somebody. Like Kansas weak as fuck. Bro, Kansas is just a name. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we playing Kansas. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna get up because yeah, that's Kansas. But Kansas weak as fuck though. Like, is you really gonna celebrate that win like that was something like you ain't get no credit for that? I'm sorry. Like them niggas weak as fuck. Like you gonna have to come with that bullshit, my nigga. Like, nah, nigga. Like, that shit ain't gonna cut it, my nigga. Them niggas trash as fuck. But yeah, it's gonna go Bama, OU. I feel like Oregon will win out. They'll sneak in because of that Ohio State win because they did that in convincing fashion without their best pass rusher. And if I had to say one right now, could be Iowa. Could be Iowa. Could be Iowa. Because they do got a few little test games that I think that they'll probably get through. But if Iowa went out, it'll probably be tough to deny them in that spot as well. So at this point in time, those are my 4 locks for the playoffs. Yeah. Clemson, they just so young. Like the cool thing about it with them is like they not ready. They not ready. Like they rebuilding. They quarterback solid though. Cause look, it was last year when he had filled in for Lawrence. I think it was against Notre Dame. Like he was throwing that ball. Like I was impressed. You feel me? How he just came in. But then, you know, now they're game planning for you. Now it's time to take the next step because what you're a sophomore now. You should be already having that. You should be already been taking the next step in your progressions. You feel me? In your reads. You know what I'm saying? You should be You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be keying in on your number one receivers like that, bro. Like you should have some type of at least go 1 to 2. Like motherfucker, you staying at one. Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, like your pocket awareness is trash as fuck though, but you solid though. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely a solid quarterback. I forgot his name. It was like DJ or some shit like that. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he definitely solid. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nigga, like they just young as fuck, my nigga. Like, oh, you know what? I take that back. Georgia. It's out of Georgia and Iowa. It's out of Georgia and Iowa. But I don't think Georgia gonna win out because Bama gonna beat Georgia. So if they somehow beat Bama, they in there. But I think Iowa probably could do enough to get that 4. But that be on that fringe line with that 5 and 4, Georgia, because Georgia playing some good ball. Like Georgia looks solid. They look solid for sure. Definitely wrong with definitely Georgia will be in the mix on that one. But yeah, it's probably just them 5 right now. I don't really see anybody else really making too much noise. Like, others are probably be in the mix though, but I feel like the others, you know what I'm saying, who y'all may feel in the mix, I feel like they're gonna take a L, an unnecessary L. Because you know how college go. You had that one game, you know what I'm saying, where you ain't on your shit and you lose. That's it for your playoffs. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like a few of these teams who y'all may think may be up there, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna it ain't gonna be cracking. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all put in the comments who y'all think is gonna be our top 4 that's gonna make it to the offs. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to what y'all got to say. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get used to saying that shit, but hit that shit for your boy, man, and we out.